that it could be related to BitLocker being off on the external drive.
And also, as soon as BitLocker is engaged, I believe it's going to. I don't know if I believe it does it on. No, sorry, never mind. I was going to say it does it automatically. It captures the key. That's something that's handled separately. When someone encrypts an external drive, they're asked for a password to unlock it, and they can set it to unlock automatically on that PC. We capture the keys anyway, and that happens every 4 hours, John?
Yeah, it runs every 4 hours. Yep.
Okay. So if they have the device connected and unlocked on their system, that key will be captured. I wonder, should we increase the frequency temporarily, maybe to 2 hours?
Yeah, I can do that.
Let's do that, just for the time being, because we're going to have a lot that are turning on last minute here.
I think Sean's requesting that we record this meeting, although we've kind of went over a lot of it already.
Oh, let's record. Okay, I'll record.
Yeah, I've been spotlighting if you haven't noticed.
Yeah,
I was wondering.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, recording for Sean. Hi, Sean. Well, whatever. It's too late. Sorry, he missed it.
Reach out to me if you have any questions.
Yeah, we're talking about BitLocker requirement for external drives being the exception for the SEs being removed today. So all SEs are going to have to require BitLocker encryption on their external drives. We notified everyone by email last week. If they didn't read the email, sorry, but I mean, it's possible. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Anything else on the BitLocker side from the EST? Okay. No more questions? Any questions? Okay. Then we can move on to the next topic. Rodney.
Yes.
Let's talk about, like, very briefly, imaging versus reset and why. Hit us.
Okay. Yeah, so
not the first time we mentioned this, but
yeah, I think we mentioned it a little bit before, but with the imaging versus reset, we really want to push to reset now. That should take care of anything, as far as like just recently we've been having Windows updates issues and stuff like that. The resets will take care of that, and then you are able to update after that. The reason why we want to do that is because that's the way we want to move forward, but also it does, when you image a device, it creates another instance of that in Azure. So that will be a whole new instance of that, and that can throw off reporting for us in Windows Update for Business. Also with CrowdStrike, I just saw one this morning that was another duplicate in there. So that
it adds clutter. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just adds clutter. So we really want to make sure to reset the devices. And also, I think we need to discuss a little bit more too, but I had talked to Sean about this. When he is issuing a device to a new user, what we want to do is do a fresh start on that device, because that will wipe out all of the regional settings, keyboard settings, and stuff like that. And since he might be shipping to another country, if you don't do that and just reset it, they're going to get the old profile for that system. It's going to be set to that country and stuff like that. So just think of that moving forward. If you are shipping to another country, a fresh start is the way to go with that.
Yeah, fresh start can be issued from within Intune. The other advantage to fresh start is it wouldn't be an issue.
The latest and greatest.
If you're reusing an existing laptop that's been online recently, it's already going to have the latest feature version of Windows 21H2, 22H2. But fresh start is the only kind of wipe option that removes the OS and reinstalls the latest feature version of the OS. So another good reason for fresh start would be if you've got a machine on the shelf for a while and it's running 21H2 and we want to put 22H2 on it. If you do a fresh start, it'll reinstall the OS at the latest feature version. So that's another little perk we found out. It's the only reset option that does that.
Yeah, if you get a device and you see it's on 21H2, go ahead, if you've got a little bit of time, go ahead and upgrade that one, because the patching, I've seen a kind of a pattern with that right now, and a lot of those have been on 21H2 for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
but
yeah, that's being corrected, I think, with all the refresh tickets you've submitted and stuff like
yes.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
should be good. Okay, I'm not sure
And
I want to spotlight
thanks,
people.
Service Desk, for all your help with those tickets. You guys been great with that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So,
Let's not spotlight. We're all equal here. There we go. Okay. Thanks, Rodney, for that reminder on
Sure.
resetting. I kind of wanted to mention what our thoughts and plans are for the future with imaging. In Atlanta, Service Desk uses imaging daily, I think, right? Several times per day sometimes. And Pixie Boot broke, which, was our bread and butter. Because, I don't know, a network change, firewall change, whatever. And as usual, when SecOps makes a change, we now have to provide an argument for it rather than tell them they broke it and fix it and then we'll talk about getting rid of it. So Pixie Boot in Atlanta was broken, and so that started me thinking about other ways here. I mean, with the reset as the primary method, that'll mean we have to image less. But one of my concerns was, well, when we're Pixie booting and imaging in the office, at least it's more secure than having an OS on a free-floating, unencrypted flash drive out in the world where it can be messed with easily. It's sitting on a desk, it's in a backpack, who knows, they get lost. It's vulnerable, even though, I mean, obviously we're thinking you'd have to be a pretty malicious actor to sneak someone's flash drive and, and put some crap on it, but technically it is completely vulnerable, and if you're using that on multiple machines, then we're just putting malware or whatever out there multiple times. So I thought of a couple of different things that we could do in the future. One is, I guess I'd like to know from Service Desk, how many people are we all at some point using flash drives to reload an OS, or are there only select members that tend to do it?
Take a poll.
Me
Take a
personally,
poll.
I use flash drive. Me personally.
So we've got, raise your hand if you use the flash drive on a semi-regular basis. Let's see. Okay, so we got 4, 5. Is Tiffany on the call? Because she does, right? She's not on the call. She would be another one, I think. I think she does that a lot. Okay, so, well, then what I'd like to do is have everyone else who doesn't use them, well, I guess it doesn't matter, but maybe as an interim security step, give you guys more secure flash drives. There are some that have push button passwords. There's some that have biometric. And maybe we could use that just to say, well, we have a secure OS that's not going to be messed with that we could use over and over. So we'll talk about that. The other thought I had going forward was when we have, in this case, say 5 flash drives floating out in the world, we have no control over them. It's not like when you boot to the Office network and you have a central repository that you go and you all get the exact same image. And if I make a change on that, everybody gets the update immediately. Whereas the way we're doing it, because, I mean, we were imaging in every office, and then firewall issues and replication problems, whatever, security, that broke. But prior to that, we had one image that was managed and was shared in multiple offices. Then we went, because of COVID, we went imaging from home because we were all working from home. And we just kind of kept it that way. But I think we need to kind of revisit the central management aspect of imaging. And so what I'm going to be looking into in the next few months is, well, maybe weeks, is imaging from the cloud. There are options where we can boot to flash drive, and then it will image down from the cloud in Azure storage space of our own. Basically, they've, I think in 2020, because of COVID, there's a group called Friends of MDT. MDT is the system we use for imaging, Microsoft Deployment Toolkit, and they rewrote every VB script in Microsoft Deployment Toolkit into PowerShell so that it's cloud friendly. So it's been totally redone so that you can image from HTTPS. So I'm going to be looking at that as a solution, and that way your boot image will be like 250 megs, and then you'll all be pulling from the same repository, and that way you won't need to update that flash drive every time we put out a change to the image. And then we'll have central management. So point is, more to come on that. I actually thought I was going to talk about 30 seconds about it, and I went on for several minutes. More to come on that, but in the short term, I'll get with you guys about getting new and improved flash drives. Hopefully performance is at least as good as the ones we're currently using, so I'll get in touch with you about that. Okay. Monologue over.
Yeah, and one other case too, like where we want to choose imaging over reset, would be malware. Like definitely,
for sure. Yeah. Anytime you need to wipe everything out, or if there's a corrupted OS, or if there's no OS, then we have no choice. Yeah. Okay. What else should we talk about, guys, girls? Sorry, gentlemen and ladies, and other.
I've got some
like. Yes.
gender pronouns. So this was actually raised by HR.
Oh, really?
And they want it implementing, yeah.
Oh, they want to implement it company-wide?
Yeah, through Zinc, I guess, or maybe another message.
I'm sorry, I have somewhere I need to be. You guys have a good day.
Basically, they want it on the email signature, or have it as optional. I think that's Stacey Blights, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be through Stacy.
It's Stacy, yeah. 19.
Who with HR is requesting that? Is that coming from the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would.
I was
that
afraid
would
this day
directly
would
have
come.
to
Okay.
be with marketing, because they
It will be-
control. It's just the design of all that.
Yeah,
I guess-
we'll have to. Well, it'll have to be a user selectable field. You know, honestly, probably just a blank text field. I don't know how many. Is it going to be like? There could be many options here. So
Yeah.
I don't think we want to do multiple choice. I think we want to do free-form text field. Rodney, you and I have to talk about options that are available in Zinc and see what we have there.
Gladly.
Yeah. Okay. Was there? I mean, is there a ticket for it?
There was, yeah.
Okay. Justin, you have your hand up. What's up?
I was just going to say you could do it like the phone number option in Zinc.
Yeah,
they just go ahead and
That's
key
what
in
I was
they want.
thinking. It comes up, and I guess we'll have to talk to Stacy about if she's. Well, I mean, I don't know that. We'll talk about it. Is it going to be mandatory for all users, or can you leave it off? And for those who want it, so those are some of the questions we'll need to ask of Stacy and maybe.
Yeah.
I
He
don't know,
did mention-
maybe Janine as well. That's what this is one of those policy changes that's kind of a big deal, and I think we want to make sure that up the chain, everyone's on board with it. It's not just Stacy's idea. I don't know if she's already stated that, but I feel like this kind of company-wide policy change is going to make some people happy, make some people upset, and we want to make sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's here. Okay.
Yeah, I'll reserve the comment right now.
Thank you. What else? Sorry, Mitch. Can you shoot us the incident number, Rodney and I?
Yeah,
Or
it
just
was
put it in
optional,
chat,
by the
put it
way.
in the chat here. Oh, okay.
Hey,
That's good news.
Yeah, so
Okay. I suspect it won't be, because I feel like that if you make it optional for some and some people use it and others don't, then it's going to make those who are using it feel not targeted, but you know what I mean? Like some people will, if it's I don't think optional is. This is my personal feelings. I suspect optional. It won't be optional for long. I think people who use it will maybe not be excited by the fact that they are the only ones using it, and I can see their argument, honestly. So, anyway, we'll see. What else? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. I was going to mention at the beginning. So Mike Bukowski is out for an extended period with us, and I wanted to make everyone aware that things may be a little slower than usual on the Mac and Jamf side. Jonathan is going to pick up the slack and get trained up a little bit more in Jamf and be the Mac and Jamf guy on this side of the ocean. And of course, Adam is the other Mac and Jamf certified dude over there. So Adam's number 1 and Jonathan will be number 2 in Mike's absence. And I'm unfortunately, the reason Mike is out is on Monday morning he had a stroke. He texted me he's still alive and awake, but I've been going back and forth with his wife Nadine for updates, and he's improving, but it's clear he's going to be out for a while. So yeah, he just woke up one morning and had trouble, getting out of bed, and then it got a little worse and went to the hospital, and so that's what had happened. So he's recovering. He's going through physical therapy and all that, and hope he can be back here soon. And now we're just kind of in a holding pattern and see how well he improves. So, FYI, quite a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I brought the tone down a bit, and everyone, let's bring it back up. His wife did ask me to tell the entire team, just if it's your inclination, if you can pray for him and at least keep him in your thoughts. So. All right. What else is going on in the world of tech? What else are we talking about?
Well, on a better note, I guess I could say that all of the 20H2 devices in our state have now been addressed. So there's a couple of tickets.
Still pending. There's still some tickets for refresh.
Yeah,
right?
some are
Yeah,
pending
okay.
right now and stuff like that, but everything's been addressed. So that's great.
Yeah. Just so Service Desk knows, for those that we have requested a refresh from, I imagine, Rodney, either it's because there was no, the attempts to upgrade it kept breaking and the system is botched to the point we need to refresh it. Now that doesn't mean they need a new model or anything. That just means that we need to swap it out because other options weren't working. And I don't know if some of them may have been already well out of warranty, and that would be a good.
Yeah, I addressed those first, the ones that were out of warranty, and those are in progress right now. And now we still have a couple that we're waiting on tickets and stuff like that.
I just want to impress upon Service Desk that these are machines that are now completely vulnerable to. They haven't been updated since May because 20H2 fell out of support in May. So if we could prioritize these, I would appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, I think the tickets are medium priority.
I guess what's going on with the teams add-in? I know, Brandon, you've been in the Microsoft support log hell now. Is the Enterprise Sarah tool still working, or does it work for like 90% or more or less?
It's a coin flip.
Mine got fixed again. I actually saw a little pop-up very briefly that said Teams add-in, a little progress, and then it went away like it was updating or I don't know what. And then
I see that a few times a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
From what I'm getting from it, the in short that I keep getting is engineers are still working on it. They're really focusing on these logs from Eamon for whatever reason, but to keep trying the new Sarah tools as they come out. But from my experience, the Sarah tools are coin flips. They either work or they don't. A new one did come out June 6th, though. So by all means, test it. Oh, look at that, Nick.
Yeah, I had no luck with Sarah back when we started trying to figure it out.
I've had more luck with the command line version than the others, but than the GUI versions. But
I've had a couple of users who noticed that it works with when they swap over to the new Outlook, but they also hate the layout of the new Outlook interface.
Yeah.
So,
It's a conspiracy. They want you to use the new one.
right.
Don't understand making local apps look like web apps. Web
Yeah.
apps are terrible.
But the guy that's also handling my team's issue with his engineer platformer, he's going on vacation for 2 weeks. So I'm being handed off to another person now. Yay.
Great. So they're going to ask if you plugged it in. They're going to start from zero. That's probably
Better
what's gonna
not.
happen.
And he said that he's adding in everything from these emails with the handoff. However, Bobby believes my name is Jonathan again, even though my signature has been on every reply. So
Yeah, and all I had to do is ask for logs every day.
mhm.
So annoying.
Oh yeah, Josh and I had a meeting this week. Also, we are going to be looking into getting automation now for retired devices. So anything that's going to be sold, stolen, retired, or anything like that.
Yeah. Adam and I actually had well, all three of us had the first meeting. Right. I'm sorry. Continue,
Yeah.
Rodney. I thought I was telling you something you didn't know. Please go on.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, but we're going to have automation for that now. They're setting it up to where if the device does go into that state, that I think we concluded that it's going to be every 30 days.
A monthly digest.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
we'll get a notification of all of these devices so we can retire them in Azure, Intune, and stuff like that as well to keep the estate clean.
Yeah, so we'll
So
just
that'll
get
be
a
good.
monthly task with a list of all the machines that are decommed, their status and substatus, the date and time they were decommed, and by whom they were decommed. So if we have questions, we can go to the individual person, the service desk team member who made the change, that sort of thing. And then we can just go through and do it once a month instead of have a separate task for each decom, which is, I think, a clutter nightmare.
So this information will come straight out of Snow to you all?
Yeah, you make the change. I think it's the first of every month. It's going to go and look for all that have been changed to a decommissioned status. Lost, stolen, sold, whatever the other options are, disposed, and any that have had that change in the last month, we will get a notification of one task, and we'll do the cleanup.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, are we approaching movie talk time? Because that's when everyone who's not interested can go. Any other tech subjects, people? Has anyone received any of the new model laptops yet? Not yet? Okay. Yeah.
Still waiting on the quote from Paul.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
We got the 7440s in the UK, but they're in warehouse. So we don't have them physically, and I'm still waiting on the tri-buy unit as well.
I think there's no surprises there. They're just little iterations of the CPU and maybe RAM speed, I think. I don't think they're going to be...
For
I don't
the
even know if you'll be
9
able
series.
to tell. Oh, the 9 series. That's going to be pretty
Yeah.
damn cool looking. Brandon?
I'm just checking it actually before I say anything. Well, I'll go ahead and throw out, just want to know if it was by design or not, but I did the first reset I could do pretty much using Intune, and I was able to do it from my regular account instead of my SA account. Was that by design or?
Dennis, do you remember? Was it regular accounts or SA accounts reset?
Because it was blocked on my SA.
Wait, you're doing it from
You did
from
an
Intune?
autopilot reset or a fresh start?
I did autopilot reset. No, I did a fresh start. Because it was a
Oh.
PC that was just sitting like right over there that I did it to. Just to see if it would take.
Mhm.
Let's check. You shouldn't have been able to do it from your regular account, but
Uh-oh.
Be able to pull it up. And okay, let me pull this up on this side as well. I may just share my screen just to show y'all. All right, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. That's okay.
Yep.
Great. Doesn't matter which one I start off with. So this is my regular one right here, and I have the options to do it here. This is my essay. I do not have those options. I pulled up Chris Andrews at random. I'm not gonna. But I was just trying.
I will see about removing them from you.
Oh, okay, or at least adding them elsewhere. But it just felt weird to be able to do it from my regular account and not my essay one.
Nothing.
I think Nancy was first.
Oh, Nancy.
Okay.
Oh, yes, 1-2. I forgot it shows that. How nice. Sorry, I just saw yours first. Nancy,
No.
please. Yes.
Actually, I don't know if it relates to everyone or not, but I have 2 new contractors for the IS team starting Monday. I had a question like, would the duo change impact them as well if the accounts are created? And like, would they need duo admin or can they use the call feature? Does anyone know?
They should be able to use OTP, no? The one time, the call? Is that, am I correct? Is that enabled for everyone now?
No, it's on like,
No.
I think town hall, I mean, the
They
last
mentioned
meeting we
contractors
had,
weren't being applied to. I think.
they were eliminating it completely.
I think Dave White was going to look into it following Michael Benham saying he doesn't want contractors to lose Duo just yet. There's some
Yeah.
crosstalk on the town hall, I remember.
Okay.
So.
Yeah,
maybe
the
we can
change
check
was
Dave White.
supposed to be made like Friday for the full IS department,
Yeah.
so that's why.
So it's contractors, the 2
Yeah,
contractors.
they
did you
are
say?
contractors. Yeah, they are contractors.
I can speak to Dave White about it just to make sure, and then send you,
Yeah.
then let you know, and I'll let everyone else know as well.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks.
Alright.
Alva, what's up?
Just a question on the duplicate assets that happened on that 23rd of May.
Oh, I'm sorry, I never got back to you on that. I think we just need to correct them because it's not going to be an ongoing problem. I actually, I'm sorry, I
So
didn't get
it's-
with Brock to ask for the exact reasons for it.
Okay.
And I was just going to go there and correct the 5 or whatever, however many there were.
And then
Um,
it was also that they were coming up as Dell Precision. Some of them were had happened before the May one, but to fix that as well because they should be just Precision, not Dell Precision. But
Yeah.
I was just checking to see was it just that day or has it been happening since?
Good question. I can do a dump again of all the. Actually, I'll do it right now while we're talking. It only takes a minute, and I'll look for duplicates, and I'll tell you
Okay,
in just a second.
cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Hitachi?
So I have a question for you. So I have a user having a Visual Studio subscription, and like since few days she's facing the issue whenever she tried to access any of the keys inside it.
Sorry,
She
can you
gets an-
pull your mic up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit low.
There you go.
Is it good now?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let me share the task as well, just in case you guys want to see me more. So yeah, I have a user having a Visual Studio subscription, and she has all the permissions to access the key inside it. But since few days, she cannot access any of the keys. As soon as she tries to click on any of the keys, she gets something went wrong. So Sean already tried reassign subscription, and he already reassigned the permissions as well, but still she gets the same issue again and again. Not works in incognito even.
I mean, the keys to like install like different versions of Visual Studio and stuff like that.
I'm not sure, but she has access to Visual Studio Pro, and Sean checked, she already has access to all the product keys as well, but somehow that's not working for her since few days.
Sorry, I was doing the export. Is anyone actually addressing that?
I don't mind
Typing it in Google.
to you, Sanji, about it and looking into it. If you want to speak to me after this meeting, I don't mind seeing what's going on. I'm not that familiar with Visual Studios, but I can try and help if anyone else has got any other ideas.
I'm going to volunteer Dennis to be your go-to guy on Visual Studio if you need additional, because he is at least familiar.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we can speak.
It doesn't excuse you, Tom, but I'm saying you can pull Dennis in.
Yeah, I'll learn something new.
Yeah.
too.
Be a learning experience. It's a good thing. Mitch. So,
I was going to say, why do they need the K? Isn't it licensed through their account?
Visual Studios is, but Visual Studios, if you have a license, gives you the ability to go on to visualstudios.com and actually download product keys, licenses for pretty much anything. You can get server licenses, desktop licenses. Just allows you to be able to download for testing.
Cool.
I'm almost done, Alba, on the duplicates question.
Cool, thanks.
It's looking good. Okay. The answer to the duplicates question is there are currently still only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, okay. So
Yeah.
it must have been just an isolated incident when it was turned on then.
Just when it first started, yeah. It's not an ongoing problem. Yeah. So we'll just do cleanup and then we shouldn't have to worry about it again. If it does happen, then I'll get with Baroth.
Okay. I mean, also, team, if you do see duplicates, let me know as well. And if it does say Dell Precision instead of Precision, then let me know too, because that is an error too. It should just say Precision.
I wonder if we can ask the ServiceNow team to make changes to all the ones that have Dell in front, and then remove. Is Dell Latitude 7430 still, or whatever, still an option? If it's even possible, we should have them cut that out of the list once we've changed them all. Yeah, so we can ask them to do that. I mean, do you want to take that on?
Yeah,
or?
I'll take that on. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it to
Yeah, it's just a variable set they can change once we don't have any using the old variable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little confused, Brandon. How are you even able to log in with your standard account to Azure?
Well, it's not
It's
Azure,
just
it's Intune.
In Intune, they have a file that they can get into, and,
Gotcha.
and I believe
Okay.
I've corrected it, but Brandon hasn't confirmed yet.
Okay. Yeah, so I can't hit anything.
I still see the options.
Maybe that's because your token's still alive, but
That's what I was thinking as well.
it should eventually go away.
But hopefully.
All based on how we want to do it, Josh. If you want access for Fresh Start, you can add that option on.
I think the admins definitely should have it, but
Yeah, I think that's another discussion we should talk with Alba, Vaughn, Sean, about who should have the ability to wipe remotely. I do want to limit that. I don't think I want.
That's Fresh Start.
everybody
What
to.
wipes locked out.
Well, Fresh
So it
Start
depends
has
on
the
which one
ability
you
to.
want.
Fresh Start has the ability to preserve or eliminate user data. So in any case, there could be data loss. And my concern is until we have assurance that they're not saving their user data outside of OneDrive, which we don't have policy, I envision a future, hopefully not very far away at all, where policy doesn't allow you to save to any location other than a folder that's synced to OneDrive. That way we know all their data is backed up, and then we can just wipe remotely with Abandon. All it's going to be is an inconvenience and a delay. It's not going to be data loss. Until then, there's potential for data loss. And that's what concerns me. That's why I'd like to limit the number. No, but we'll be in touch about that.
Those of you been doing the wipes, have you seen any issues? Has it been going pretty smoothly?
Has anyone had a failed wipe? Has anyone ever seen a failed wipe?
Find failed. You mean the actual?
No,
or reset also.
Sorry?
Or even a reset. Yeah.
I've seen local resets fail from within Windows settings and stuff. I think I've had that happen to me, but it's rare.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it in a while. And when they fail, they fail spectacularly. Sorry, go ahead.
Yesterday only we had one reset fail one. I think on the ticket that I have for who is it? Ian Holmes from the Atlanta office.
Was that recent or a while ago?
No, yes, yeah,
it's
it's a reset ticket submitted by Rodney, and yesterday only I initiated the reset, but cloud installed, but the laptop just shut down after it rebooted, and then we had to power it on, and then the screen said that something went wrong.
Yeah, she was telling me though that she was getting blue screens prior to that. Something was up. Every now and then there was a blue screen or something, so I think it was hardware related, possibly.
Well, a corrupted OS fail at any time. So.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Oh, I was just going to confirm with Dennis that now I am missing it from both sides.
Yay! Revoking privileges. It's fun. Justin?
I was just going to mention we had one of those tickets while I was in Atlanta for updating a machine that was stuck on 20H2, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah. So that one was on. We were able to force it to update through command line commands rather than having to. I mean, he did re-image it because it was going back in the cabinet, but we were able to use the command line commands to get it to finally update.
Yeah, the only issue with some of those systems, real quickly, are not updating those. So if you even do it manually or there by command line, it's still going to be stuck in that same state. The automatic update was broken on it, so that's why it had to be reset. Yeah, but that does work. But again, next month they'll at least be on a good feature version. But then next month they're not going to patch.
Okay, because we had done a USB reset on it, and it still didn't update even with the full re-image. It still stayed on 20H2, so we ended up fiddling around in command line and got it to update. But
yeah, I think the fresh start is the one that if you reset it, that's going to actually update it to the latest and greatest one.
Okay, we didn't have that at the time, but thank you.
Okay, I reserve the last 5 minutes to talk about movies and shit. So, anyone else want to talk about tech? Wait for next time or send it to us in Teams. I hope this has been useful. Like I always say, at the very least, I think it's good to once in a while just get us all in a room talking, so any subjects can come up that may not be worthy of, email or Teams or anything. Just we always learn something about what each other teams are working on. So we'll do this again in another month or two. Sooner if we have more to discuss. Thank you all for joining.
Are you going to see the new Barbie movie?
Okay, you know what? It's got Margot Robbie in it. I'll just leave it at that. So it's possible. I don't know, is it meant to be very satirical and everything and ironic and whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine so. If it's got some dark humor in it, it might be really good. I don't know.
I saw a thing on it the other day. It was just kind of one of those theory things or whatever. But the original Barbie had the feet shaped for the high heels.
Oh yeah.
Apparently at some point in the movie, she takes her shoes off. They show the feet, and her feet are in that shape. Like she just walks around barefooted that way.
Nice touch.
Like, what the crap?
Yeah.
I heard as well they used so much pink paint for the movie. They ran out of pink paint for a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Funny.
I'm definitely going to see it, but it's not out here until July, like late July.
Yeah, I mean, she's like a painting or something. I mean, just from I don't know, I won't go into it. Just from an aesthetic point of view, that, whatever, if she's in a movie, like, I'm just whatever. I'll leave it there. Sorry. Creepy middle-aged guy talking about a younger actress.
Keep it up.
IT call. Yeah, good stuff.
Dig that hole.
He, him.
We are recording, so watch out.
Damn it! I thought this was a free, it's an open call. I forgot. We're on the books. All right. What else has been out there?
Is the Meg 2 out? For you guys?
The Meg 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
was the Meg 1 good?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Really? Oh my god, I didn't.
Has anyone else seen it? No.
Yeah, I saw the first one, but I ain't seen the second one yet. The first one was good though.
Yeah, it was good.
Wow, I never would have thought.
It's about a big ass shark.
Oh shit.
The Meg, Jason Statham. Okay, that's almost. I love Jason Statham. It was entertaining.
2 is supposed to be better. Again, it's not coming out yet here, but I saw the.
Yeah, but it doesn't meet my requirement. It's got a 5.6 on IMDb, and my requirement, if I'm gonna go see something that I wasn't planning on, it needs to be a 7.
It looks like it has a 5.3 as well. I just had a look and it looks awful.
But then again, some movies
high
are
for that kind of movie. I feel like
Yeah,
5.6 it is pretty high for that kind.
Some movies are meant to be stupid, but you really enjoy them. So that's hard because a lot of the people rating it are expecting, a Scorsese film or something out of it, and not what it's meant to be.
I should have dropped, guys, but have a good one.
The Room.
The Room's great. See nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that film.
God, I hated myself after watching it.
I love The Room.
So who's going to see The Flash? Anyone see The
not
Flash?
in theaters.
Anyone not going to see The
I was
Flash?
going to say. It's definitely not something we're
not going to pay
I am
for it.
not.
I'm going to say that right now.
The fact that my only hesitation is the actor who plays the Flash is a real wacko.
I don't like
I
him.
mean, he's been arrested multiple times. He's got some problems. That guy.
He just looks crazy.
He is crazy, apparently.
Oh, I agree, but his look
and
fits
the
it.
law agrees.
Like,
I'll probably still see it anyway because I mean, seeing Michael Keaton as Batman and all that, I was, unlike most of the people on this call, I was alive when that first movie came out. So that's kind of cool. Separate the artist from the art.
I watched Into the Wild the other night. That was a really good film. If anyone's seen that, true story as well.
I've seen it. It's good.
That's a good movie.
Anybody watch Sisu?
Yes.
Very good.
Enjoyed it.
About the Great Awakening.
Crickets.
Yeah, nobody's seen that one.
Into the Spider-Verse? Oh, Across the
Saw it.
Spider-Verse.
Oh yes, I saw Across the Spider-Verse. It was very good.
It was very good.
But fuck, it was long.
Yes.
I mean, some movies are long. I can handle a 2.5 hour movie, but this one really did feel long. You think like it has almost like it's coming to a conclusion, and then a whole other kind of arc starts, and then a whole other one starts. Yeah, so I was with my son last
chase
weekend.
scene made that whole movie worth it. It doesn't even matter.
Which chase scene?
There's only really like one real chase scene.
I don't remember. I mean, like, who was chasing who?
All the Spider-Men were chasing one Spider-Man.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was the coolest thing, all the different Spider-Men. Yeah. And they had to throw in the Spider-Man pointing to each other. That was great. That always gets that's a crowd pleaser.
catch that one, folks, too.
Yeah, that one still has, I bet that one still has like a 9 rating on IMDb. That one is 9.0 out of 10.
several reviews I read said people, when they were in the theater watching it, though, there were apparently a sizable number of people upset that it was a two-part movie. That I guess people didn't realize
Yeah,
that
to
it
be
was going to be a
continued.
two-parter.
Are we gonna have to wait another 5 years for the continuation?
March 23rd, 2024.
Yeah,
Good.
It's not there.
I guess they did them. They started them at the same. I mean, part of it at the same time. Yeah, that's good.
But if you really want to watch something interesting and go down a rabbit hole at the same time, there, it's in chat.
Oh,
What the
Rodney.
full-
What did we
Rodney?
put?
Jesus.
Plandemic 3. Okay.
Where's my tinfoil hat?
It's Plandemic 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's not.
When did they come out?
It's not on a .ru website or something. Okay. Or .biz.
It's Rumble. Or you get it band.video too.
When did 1 and 2 come out though? How was it bigger than the third one? It was only like a year ago.
No,
watch-
it's the George Lucas mentality. You just make the third one, and then when people enjoy it, you go back and make the others.
The right way.
But don't worry, they won't be as good.
You guys know we're comfortably over the hour the meeting was set for. Anyone who wants, you can drop. You don't have to sit here and chat about movies and TV and stuff. I don't want Alba to yell at me for keeping her team on too long. Everyone, please.
I'll drop because I need to go to the bathroom, what we call the toilet. All right, see you guys.
I'm out. Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
In a bit.